welcome to my channel. It is Maya Kalana Rose. Welcome. This video is long overdue. Disclaimer, long overdue. And basically, I posted a video on my page already, and I was kind of like, wow, so you're not gonna introduce yourself, Maya? You're not gonna talk about like what this channel is gonna be about? Well, if you had questions, they will be answered right now in this get to know me tag / Valentine's Day get ready with me. I'm just gonna let you know a little bit about myself through some questions I took on my Instagram and some questions that I got off of the internet, and beat my face, have a little chit chat, and yes, we're gonna have a lot of fun. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking down at my computer because that's where my questions are. Okay, so I'm going to start with my eyebrows, and we're gonna start with the first question. And the first question, I'm gonna just list like the first three so I don't have to keep looking down. So how old are you? Where are you from? And what is one thing people don't know about you? So for starters, I am 23 years old, not 21, not 20, not 17, not 18. I'm 23. I am grown. I am an adult. And the reason why I basically say that is because every time I tell somebody how old I am, they're so shocked. I'm like, do I really look like that much of a baby that people don't believe me when I say I'm 23? Anyway, I'm starting with my eyebrows. I'm actually using Go Brow. I don't really know what that is, but I picked it up in my beauty supply store. It was cheap and it had a spoolie, so yeah, it's in the shade dark brown. So yeah, the next question is, where are you from? So I was born in Brooklyn, New York, clearly. My family is from Grenada. Well, actually we're from Carriacou, but Carriacou is like one of the 3 main islands in Grenada, if you guys didn't know that. But yeah, that's where we're from, the Isle of Spice. Yeah, I'm a kayak baby. What else? Something some people don't know about me. So basically, I think one thing people don't know is that I am musically trained. So basically, like, people know that I sing or sang because I haven't really done it in a while, but what they don't know is that I'm actually like trained, like, to read music and all that other stuff. Like, yeah, so I guess that's. And I know some of you are probably like looking at this video like, okay, like everybody takes music, like you learn how to read music when you're in elementary school, but that's not technically what I mean. Like, I've been doing it since elementary school. I went to music school, like a music camp, for like 4 years. I've always been a music major. I've always been like music concentrated up until I got to college, where I just kind of like just didn't really do it anymore, besides like singing a choir. But yeah, that is another thing. So another 3 questions. Why is your life such a joke? Okay, I know who that came from. How did you start your business, and why did you start your business? Let me finish my eyebrows and I'm gonna come back to this question. But yeah, so the question, why is your life such a joke? So I know exactly who that came from. Kane, thank you very much for that. You know exactly why my life is a joke. But yeah, that's like a little thing that I don't like to say it, but it's kind of true because I have like the worst luck. So I always say, hey, I'm a big joke, or life's a joke. Not that life is a joke. Okay, life's not a joke, but I'm a big joke. Let's just leave it at that. So how did you start your business? So basically, it's as simple as I used to, just for like fun, I guess, or just to like make a little extra money in my pocket in like high school and stuff like that. I used to do people's hair, like my cousins, my mom, and then I would just like post it on Instagram, just because. So basically, I started posting it, and then like other people would like my pictures, and then in turn ask me to do their hair for them. And I don't know, I just kept doing it, and it stuck. But then like as I got older, especially now that I'm out of college, it's become more of like a passion, and like wanting to be my own boss and a whole bunch of other things. But I'll definitely explain that specifically in another video. Okay, so sorry, my background is noisy. I could never have a quiet space to film in this place. But basically, oh yeah, my eyebrows. I am using the shade Suede in the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm just using my brushes to shape my eyebrows. I'm just blending out my concealer right now. I like to use my concealer brush to kind of like blend that out so it's not like super light around my eyebrows. I think that looks pretty good. So now I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer on my lids as my base. And the next question is your favorite. The next three questions are favorite artist from your country of origin, favorite song, and are you single? Okay, so a bit of the concealer on my eyelids as my base. So I'm just blending that out, and then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Ben Nye luxury powder in olive sand. And I'm just going to use that to set my base. Favorite artist from country of origin. So I'd say when it comes to like when people ask me like what's my favorite artist, I don't really have one, because like I like a lot of different types of music. I like a lot of different artists, and I don't really think I can put one in front of the other. But I would say from Grenada, my two favorite artists right now, and I'm not even talking like seniority, like who's been around the longest, I would honestly have to say Lil Carrie and Vaylene Ned, because her voice is beautiful, and Lil Carrie does not put out bad music. Like, what have you heard from Lil Carrie that does not sound like some hot fire? Okay, so I'm just gonna pat that out, and now my eyelids are set. So yeah, those would have to be my two favorite artists from Grenada. And then favorite song, and this one doesn't really, it's not specific, but my favorite song right now, you see, this is another one of those questions I can't really answer like directly, but I'd have to say Best Part, hands down. Best Part by her has to be my favorite song right now. Like, it's just such a beautiful song. Like, I even sung it for my cousin's wedding. Like, it's a touches my heart. For the first part of this look, I'm going to use my Morphe palette, the 350 matte. I forgot what it was called. And I'm going to use this shade. Clearly, I use it a lot because I hit pan mad times, but I refuse to like stop using it. So I am going to just use this as my transition shade. Okay, so for this very nosy question, yes I am. Yeah, I am single. So there's your answer. Cause I'm saying, you know, if you got what it takes, like I'm putting out applications, sign up. The deadline is February 12th. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna use this and bring it up all the way to where I stopped with my concealer, right under my eyebrows. And usually, like, I use this step for like all of the makeup looks that I do. I just feel like it's the best blending shade for my skin tone. So wow, okay, so I'm guessing there's a follow-up question, but basically by me telling you I'm putting out applications, clearly that means I'm looking, but I'm not looking. Do what you want with that little piece of information there. If someone were to describe you in 3 words, what would they be? How has your experience been so far as someone who has graduated college? And if your username is the answer, what would the question be? So I'm gonna have to break up these questions because I think they're... So if someone were to describe you in 3 words, what would they be? Crazy, fat, and weird. Crazy because I'm a nut. Weird because clearly it's not right up here. And fat, not because I'm fat, I'm actually really, really skinny, but it's because I'm always hungry and nobody understands that. Like, you've never seen a skinny girl that likes to eat? Well, that's me. Like food, okay? Okay, so for a minute, I actually kind of forgot what kind of look I was doing. So I had to like go back and check. But yeah, so I found my way. And yeah, the next question. So how has your experience been so far as someone who has graduated college? So I like this question. I like this question a lot because I don't really get the opportunity to kind of express my feelings about graduating from college. Like, honestly, it's been really depressing. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's been very, very yeah, it's been really like kind of depressing. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm gonna take my Revolution Pro Regeneration Revelation palette and I'm gonna be using the color Relentless to kind of redden or yeah, kind of add a little bit of red to my transition shade at the bottom. So yeah, when I say it's been kind of depressing, I mean like it hasn't been easy. Like, nobody kind of gives you directions on what you're supposed to do after you graduate college. Like, you know, people do internships, and usually that's like the key to kind of having something off the bat when you come out of college. I, for one, wasn't the smartest thing, but I didn't do any internships when I was in college. And I would recommend, if you are in college right now, please get yourself an internship because you will have way less of a struggle than, you know, I did. But basically, like, it was kind of like I knew everything that I wanted to do. I knew all the goals that I wanted to complete or achieve. But the hardest thing is that there's not that there's nobody to guide you, but it's like getting the tools and finding those people to talk to is the hardest part. So like, either whether it's like getting into nursing school, like what I want to do, getting into nursing school, or finding a job. I tell you, finding a job is so hard because yes, you have this degree, but they're asking you for experience. It's like, I've been locked up in school for 4 or 5, how many ever years, and you're gonna ask me for experience. Where was I getting this experience from? But then again, you know, internships, but you're talking, they want like 5 years of experience. Where was I getting 5 years of experience? It was when I was staring at a chalkboard, dude. So it's like, I don't know. But yeah, it's been trying. It has been good in some ways because I kind of feel like I'm able to dabble in other things, kind of like starting my own business. You know, I kind of have had the time to look into things that I wouldn't have looked into if I went straight into my career or straight into graduate school after I graduated. So that's a really good question, and I kind of hope that answers, you know. If your username is the answer, what would the question be? Okay, so now that I've used Relentless to kind of redden up, that's not even a word, the my transition shade, I'm going to go in with a red color. What color is this? Ooh, I'm gonna go in with Trini, which is number 10 in my Tammy X Revolution palette. This one is actually carnival theme. I think I might do a video on that. But yeah, I'm gonna use Trini as my next shade. It looks like this. I'm gonna take my same blending brush and I'm going to take it right, and I'm gonna pat it like right under Relentless. So yeah, if your username is the answer, what would the question be? So both of my usernames for like my Instagram business account and personal account is Rose Gold and Kalan Rose NYC. So they both feature, well, I can't really tell you that. So basically the questions would probably be what's your favorite color, what's your middle name, and what's one word to describe your business. If my username was the answer, those would be the questions. Basically because one of my favorite colors is rose gold, and one of my middle names is Rose, and then Kalan was just a word that I was kind of looking for when I was searching for a business name, and I wanted something that described the word beauty, but I didn't want to be like Beauty Rose NYC, like that's boring. Like I wanted something that would sounded like foreign, so I chose Kalan because it means inner and outward and moral beauty. So it kind of like sums up beauty in every aspect, like physical beauty, emotional beauty, moral beauty. Like it just sums it all up in one word, and I really like that. So yes, that would be the questions to my username answer. I don't know if any of that made sense, but there you go. You'll see just now that I'm going to use a darker, I guess more pigmented shade of red to put into my crease as well. So I'm gonna start bringing it up a little bit to blend out the top, but we could do blending. Dark brownish color, because we are gonna be using black in this tutorial. So I'm like, instead of putting black, I need like a transition. I believe that's what it's called, Girlies. It's the purple shade in the Carnival palette. And I'm going to just kind of press that right into the crease. Okay, this one's not actually showing up that much. So you know what? I'm gonna just take a different shape and kind of start to work it into my crease. So when we add the black, it's not so harsh. I don't even know if you can like see that. Okay, so while I do that, basically I'm gonna go on to the next questions. What is your dream job? So I actually would love to be a pediatric nurse practitioner. Like that's always been my dream job. But if I had to choose anything else, I'd either be an interior decorator or an event planner. I'd either be an interior decorator or an event planner. I know it's like so far from each other, but at the same time, it's kind of like, that's what I like. So I'm going to blend out this red at the top with Relentless again from the Revolution Pro palette. Just gonna go in, pat, 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 and blend it out. See how it kind of looks a little bit more faded. My NYX cream stick in like the charcoal color. I'm pretty sure it's called charcoal. I lied. It's called Black Bean. And this is what it looks like, but you can't see. Hello? I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna drag it against my lid. Just so. I'm gonna do it on the other side. Just like that. Just like that. I'm gonna drag it. And then I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm just gonna pat it just like that. And I'm gonna start to bring it up a little bit, like past the crease. Blended that out a little bit. And now I'm going to go in with Jab Jab. Clearly my favorite favorite. It's just black, but just because it's named Jab Jab, and you know, if you're Grenadian or if you know of Grenadians, you know why I like that. So I'm going to pat that right on top of that wet NYX base. Yeah, it's definitely got messier than I thought. I mean, it kind of creates the effect, like a cut crease effect kind of thing, but like a failed cut crease type of thing. And I'm just gonna keep patting Jab Jab on top of the base. I tell you, y'all, this is like a failed attempt that I get ready with me, but I promise, like, the end result it'll be good. Like, you didn't waste your time. I swear, you didn't waste your time. Just gonna keep patting this, patting this, patting this. And here I'm chatting and I'm not even telling you guys questions. So the next question is, would you ever date someone of a different race who cannot whine and hates all soca? So I have no problems with, you know, like interracial relationships and whatnot like that. But I feel like not liking soca is a deal breaker. Like, even if you can't whine, like, that's definitely something that you can work on. Like, it's not a deal breaker. But the whole not liking soca thing, yeah, that's not it, fam. That is not it. Because, you know, you can always learn to whine, but can you learn to just naturally love soca? I don't think so. I don't know. No, actually, you can. That's a lie. You can learn to love soca, but if you refuse to love soca, that's something different. That's the deal breaker. How tall are you? I'm 5'3.5", and that half is very, very important. Don't judge me. So now I'm going to take a gray shade from my Morphe 50 palette, and I'm going to blend out the edges of this black. I'm actually gonna go back in with the red color because I feel like it's kind of getting lost with the black. Definitely did not plan on it being that dark. I didn't want it to be that dark, but like I said, it's a trial and error. This whole channel is gonna be like a trial and error for me. So now I'm gonna go back with Trini from the Revolution palette and bring it right back over that black and bring it all the way up and try to like blend it. Like, this almost kind of looks like a Halloween look. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Not even gonna hold y'all. Trust me, this is not coming out anyway like how I thought it was going to, but since we're here already, you know, might as well. And then right on top of that red, I'm gonna go back and put Relentless, just to kind of seamlessly blend everything together, like at the very, very top. Just like that. And I'm going to just add a little bit more red to the side. Try to blend this out as much as I can. Okay, so I kind of like how this is looking. Yes. I like how this is looking. I like it a lot. So now I thought this would kind of take the look up a little bit, and that's glitter. Who doesn't love glitter? I'm gonna add some glitter to this look because I love me some glitter. I'm gonna actually be using the Ben Nye Sparklers Black Diamond glitter. This glitter is like, oh, that actually works. That little YouTuber trick when they put the hand behind the product. Yeah, so the Ben Nye glitter in Sparkler's Black Diamond. This is like costume glitter. I'm not really sure if I should really be putting this on my eyes, but what the heck, we here. So the next questions that I've been ignoring and chatting is, what is your spirit animal and why? So I would definitely say that the animal that I'm allergic to is actually my spirit animal, because I feel like we have a lot in common. And basically that's a cat. I hate cats. I think they have attitude problems. Yeah, so basically I think my spirit animal is a cat because they like naps, and I like naps too. Occasionally, you know, have a little bit of an attitude. Yeah, so a cat is my spirit animal. Yeah. So glitter on. Where did it go? I'm using the NYX glitter primer. Yeah, there we go. And I'm just taking like a little pointed brush. I think this was from my what's that? That brand. I mean, oh, Real Techniques. Boom. It's from my Real Techniques brush set that I got when I was in England. And I'm just taking the glitter primer and smudging it right onto my lid. Just so. Okay, so now that I have put the primer on my lid, I'm just using my Anastasia brush that I got with my Jackie Aina palette that my friends so graciously gifted me for my birthday, and I'm just patting in the glitter on top of my lid. Okay, so next question is life goals. So life goals ultimately is to be successful, have family, you know, own several properties, own multiple businesses, be happy. Yeah, I think that's should be everybody's life goals, to be honest. But then again, you know, everybody's different. But those are mine. Next one is books that have changed your life. So there's one book in particular I think that's kind of changed my life, and it's by somebody who a lot of people don't really like. Ben Carson. I can't even remember what was the name of the book. Apparently, I guess it didn't really change my life if I can't remember the name. But what's it called? Gifted Hands. I can't really remember, but basically it was like Ben Carson's autobiography. And I kind of think in a way that's kind of why I wanted to go into the medical field. I don't know, I just kind of always admired that that story. Sorry, this needs a lot of concentration. But yeah, I always really admire that story. If you ever get the chance, you should probably pick it up and read it. What's my next question? Favorite movies? Ooh, hands down, if I had to pick top two, like just off the top of my head, I'd have to say Step Brothers and Napoleon Dynamite, because why not? Like, if you don't like those movies, there's something wrong with you. Point blank, period. Period poo. Let's see. My go-to hairstyle. Bruh, a wig. I mean, if that counts as like a hairstyle, like a wig, bro. A wig. That's my go-to hairstyle. I just wash my hair and I don't have enough time to do it. Braid it, throw on a wig. Bad hair day, throw on a hat or throw on a wig. I mean, it works for me. Favorite color. So I kind of said it, but rose gold isn't really my favorite color. Blue is my favorite color, but rose gold is definitely top five, top five. What's one thing you must do every day? I don't really think this is a question that is, directed, just for me. Because I mean, like, bathe, brush my teeth, drink water, mind my business. I think that's pretty vital for every day. Celebrity crush. Lance Gross, Michael B. Jordan. Cause duh. Let's see. I mean, there really isn't really any other questions, to be completely honest. So I guess I'm just gonna finish this makeup look and stop talking. Yeah, I'm gonna go take Jab Jab and just bring it right in the waterline. I tell you, I have glitter all in my eyes right now. All in my eyes. Okay, just like that. And then take it on the other side. Okay, just like that. Yeah, it kind of does look like I'm doing a Halloween look. I swear, y'all, I'm not. Okay. And to kind of brighten up my eyes a bit, I'm going to take my silver Bobbi Brown eyeshadow and I'm gonna put it in my tear ducts. That might just brighten it up a little bit so it looks less zombie-ish. What shade is this? Oh yeah, it's just silver. It's number 2. So I'm just going to pop that in my tear duct. Just to kind of brighten up my eyes a little bit. Literally, that's my go-to. Like if I'm going to work or something like that and I don't really feel like doing a full-blown makeup look, I'll take some highlighter and I'll pop it in my tear ducts, do my brows, put some mascara on, pop a little highlight on my cheeks, on my cheekbones, and keep it pushing. So that could be a little note. Okay, and then lastly, I'm just gonna take a little bit of Trini and dust that like right before I started the black. I'm gonna put a little bit just so it transitions nicely at the side. Okay, so that's looking pretty okay to me. So now I'm going to do my face, my actual face, with a Nip and Fab Smooth Viper Venom Micro Blur Fix Primer. And it looks like this. Just gonna put that on my face. Like that. I don't know if I'm supposed to put that much primer on my face, but I changed my vote. Well, actually, they didn't really ask me about any other artists. They just asked me about Canadian artists. But another one of my top favorite artists right now and probably of all time is gonna be Voice. Like, his voice is just the voice, hands down. I'm going to use my Maybelline, yes, Maybelline New York Fit Me Foundation in Dewy Smooth in the shade Coconut 355. And just kind of dot it around my face. It's funny, I've had this foundation for so long and I kind of feel like it works way better than my Makeup Forever water blend foundation, which I thought used to like look just like my skin, but you know, don't sleep on drugstore makeup. Like, don't sleep on drugstore makeup. It's just as good as the expensive stuff. I actually had bought the Fenty foundation a while ago. I had bought the Fenty foundation when it first came out in the matte shade. I think it was 350 or 450 was my color. I can't even remember. I tell you, I used it once, and don't get me wrong, like I wasn't even gonna play bias and be like, oh yeah, just because it's by Auntie Riri that it was good, because it wasn't. At first when I started using it, I was like, wow, yeah, it's a really good foundation, but I used it maybe twice since I had it, and it dries super fast. Like, you can't really blend with it. And then on top of that, like, it doesn't even come out the container anymore. Like, I guess it dried up inside the container. So bring it down to my neck, because you don't want your neck to be a different color. Yeah, make sure that's blended. Okay, and the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm pretty sure this is fine, but like the back got rubbed off. I'm just gonna take that and highlight my face, bodies, my nose, my big old forehead, and my chin. I used to use the Beauty Blender, like I said, but I don't know. I just feel like the concealer brush kind of gets into the places that I need it to get into. I mean, I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender afterwards. But this works just right for right now. And I kind of feel like the Beauty Blender, it soaks up a lot of the product. So I feel like I don't end up with a lot on my face in the end. So yeah, that's a problem too. I'm just gonna blend like my life depends on it. Yeah, the only thing that's a problem with using the concealer brush is that it kind of leaves like streaks. Coco Naughty. Yeah. Coco Naughty.